Hi, my name is Moiz Siddiqui. I'm an MBA LUMS to the batch of 2018. And from my exchange semester, I went to the amazing Muslim country that is Turkey, and I went to Koc University over there. I must say it has been an amazing experience in a way that the teachers over here and the faculty over here in LUMS, they're very strong when it comes to academics. While when I went to Koc, the teachers over there are industry practitioners. What happened over there was, like my teachers, either they were from Citibank, they were from Kraft Food, they were from BCG. So the kind of learning that I get from them is different from what I got from LUMS. I'm not saying that one is bad or one is good, but they're equally good and they give me exposure in a different way altogether, which is very informative for me. Case study was not even practiced over there. So case study was like I only experienced it here in LUMS, and I must share an amazing experience over there again. There was one particular course where we asked to have some cases and a lot of people dropped out. So actually again, case study was more based in LUMS, which is again a very intense program and a very intense method. And within Koc, it was a different setup altogether. We used to come up with different IQs, we used to come up with daily routines and news, and that was the difference. So what happens first thing is, like when you're given case studies, they're not just 1 page or 2 pages, there are plenty of pages, let's say 25 to 30 on average. So first thing is your reading power becomes really quick, really amazing. And second thing is your analytical approach. When you read, and you know what points to pick and what not to pick, and make your reductions over that, that is one of the most lethal weapons that you can get from the case study program. So in terms of cross-cultural exchange, what happened there was like we had around 60 to 70 exchange students under the umbrella of Erasmus. So people were coming from all different backgrounds, including France, including Germany, England, UK, Australia, and India. And I made amazing friends with all these people. Even like I have some plans to going to Germany as well, to one of my best friend she lives over there. So in terms of that amazing opportunity, you get to learn a lot of things, that what you ought to say and what you not to say. So yeah, I had an amazing experience. Okay, as far as the cross-cultural experience is concerned, I would say that you actually need to learn what the other person is coming from, and you need to adapt accordingly. For instance, again, Germans are pretty punctual about time. So, and we Pakistanis are a little lazy on that factor. So if they say 8 p.m., that actually means 8 p.m. So these are the tiny things that you actually need to learn. For example, French people, they're amazing at parties. So if you want a party, that is the first person that you would contact too. Again, Germany, you need to punctual our time. Dutch, amazing people, they're very friendly with you. As far as Indians are concerned, they'll be your brothers in arms as well. So yeah, that's an amazing experience that I got. Okay, as per my long-lasting experiences and the networking is concerned, so when I was coming back, one of my teachers actually asked, what is your program when are you going back to Pakistan? And I told them that I will be completing my graduation and started working over there. And then he actually asked me that he can introduce me to a friend of his who actually owns 2 banks in Africa. So that's kind of a very good step for me, where I had made an impact for myself with that teacher, and that teacher was trying to introduce me to a friend who could be my potential employer. So that in that way, networking strengthening was amazing. Apart from that, there was a particular course where we were taken to a lot of industries, including 3M, L'Oreal, Unilever, and the kind of experience that I got, because I have worked in Pakistan, but understanding their side of business, how do they run. So it was an amazing experience altogether, and I can say that I made long-lasting friends, and I made long-lasting networking friends as well. Because as far as my personal growth is concerned, so I like making friends since I've worked in the sales industry, and I love interacting with people. So that has been a positive side, which actually helped me making friends, a lot of them, because I was a master's student and a lot of people were from undergrad, so we had a different schedule altogether. Yet I made friends with them, and the thing that I learned from them was to have patience, because I tend to be really quick in things and really ambitious, and I want things to happen really quickly. But with these kind of people, since they're all coming from a different background, so you need to learn where they're coming from and then react. So for that, you need to be really patient, otherwise you won't gel in like that. Okay, so one thing that I learned from Turkey was that the trusting factor, because one of my teacher who was teaching us finance and was working for Borsa, which is a stock exchange for Turkey, the final exam that we had was not exactly a final exam. We were given a presentation, and he trusted us with the fact that he told us that I assume and I hope that you guys will not be using any sort of internet, you guys will not be contacting any academic books, yet I'm giving you this exam takeaway exam, and you can do an attempt and send me over the online. So this is the one thing that I learned from them, is that the Turks are pretty courteous and they are pretty trustworthy in that way, and they trust you as well with all the things, and that comes whenever you have a clean heart. And we talk about the independent living, and I guess that's one of the reasons I chose Turkey, because no other friend was going to Turkey, and I wanted to challenge myself with that, because I wanted to go to a new country altogether where we would be faced with different people, different setup, with different foods. So, but I would have to say that Koc made it really easy for me, because the moment I landed, I had friends who could assist and who could escort me to my dorms. So that transition was pretty smoothly covered by the Koc University itself. But again, having said that, living independently in a new country altogether teaches you a lot of things. Like, I've never cooked in my life, but I learned cooking in Turkey, and I feel like I can be an amazing cook now. So these are the things that you learn from living independently. So if I have to conclude the entire exchange semester, it wouldn't be completed if I wouldn't thank my coach team, my friends, and my administration over there, and my LUMS team as well, because the external relations office here in LUMS supported me a lot. Because when I was traveling and when I was applying for my visa, I had some troubles with that. And I would say that even being in a cross border, the Turkey administration, they helped me in getting my visa. And when I landed and when I went there, they had assigned a mentor for me, a student mentor for me. So that was really helping for me, because I was not sure what kind of courses to take, what kind of teacher should I be, being taught about. So that mentor, that administration helped me a lot all along the process. When I came back, again, LUMS External Relation Office was all along the way. They were there to help me in any way. They were there to help me with the courses. They were there to help me with my grade conversion as well. So I had an amazing experience with my amazing two partners, which is the external office in LUMS and my Koc administration. If I have to comment on my exchange semester and the exchange experience, I would say it's after my undergrad I was working. After that, I started my MBA program. So these 4 to 5 months were kind of a breakout from my life, and the way I enjoyed it, I just loved it. Even my juniors, I actually recommend them to go on an exchange, to have a break, and not just break that you would just be going on a vacation. You will actually learn a lot, and the kind of learning is not restricted to just academic way. You will learn a lot of cross-cultural things, and you would have a free time to yourself as well. You would explore country, you would explore different people, you would travel, and you would learn a lot of different things altogether. So I would really thank LUMS for that, because it has been like 4 months of get away from my life and learn new things and challenging and myself and everything. So that has been amazing right for me. So after having an amazing experience in Turkey and knowing their culture and everything, I would like to invite my Turkish friends who are living over there and want to have an exchange semester, that Pakistan can be one of the amazing offers that you can have, because we both share almost the same culture. We are very hospitable in terms that we welcome our foreigners, and when it comes to Muslim brothers, we're really welcoming to that. So we would have an amazing experience if they come over here, because we will be traveling around with them. We will be showing us around. We're showing a different part of this world. So I have an amazing experience for them as well. If we talk about the LUMS MBA program, I would say it's at par with other universities in a way that we have been taught in a case method altogether. And I'm not saying that they are outdated cases, they are new cases, they are updated cases. So your general understanding of the industry gets really solidified. So when I went to Turkey and when we had discussion in our classes, so the kind of reflection that I made about the industries, and not just at some one particular industry, but different kind of industries, and the kind of stance that we had was pretty strong. So what I can say is that what LUMS MBA teaches you, that it does not give you some academic information. It gives you business and real insights about how industries are working and where the industries are leading to. So that gives you a solid edge over other universities. So in the end, I would like to thank all my Turkish friends over there who have been being on each and every step, even in the buses and the metros, everywhere. They have been really courteous to me. They have been very understanding. Thank you, Turkish friends. Thank you, everyone. Teşekkürler.